Hi, beautiful Cancer. Welcome to a new era. My name is Emma. Cancer, this is your love reading, and I've set the time frame towards the end of May until the end of June. So it's basically the whole of June of 2021. So let's see what's going on for you, Cancer, for the upcoming time frame. And we're just going to start with an overall energy here, and we're going to go deeper and deeper into the message, into the energy. And it's more towards the end that I have a full view or a full picture of what's going on. So come with me on this little journey, please. Also, at the end of this reading, if you feel like this is your reading, then there's going to be an extension that you then can go even deeper into. Cancer love. Starting to move. Cancer love. Almost every, there you go, almost every card is flipping. Ooh, enlightenment. Oh, we don't want another one. Oh, I think enlightenment is, like, I don't want another one. No, because enlightenment is the only thing you need. I know this lady has a specific name. I'm sorry, I don't remember it. And you're so kind. You keep posting it in the description box. No, in the comment section. In the comment section. I just don't remember her name. I don't know why. It doesn't stick. It might be an easy name. It just doesn't stick anyway. Enlightenment for me is very much, I see, it's almost like the lotus flower, like on the very bottom here, you know, the lotus flower, and how the lotus flower represents like your spiritual path, your spiritual journey, basically. That's you, like, it's not really second chances, but it's like a rebirth. It's enlightenment. It's pure. It's all about your, like, growth, your spiritual growth. And we have a white peacock. Like, the peacock just lately has stood out so much to me. It's unbelievable. I won't go into the details of that story, but if you listen to me before, you know that peacocks and unicorns are my indicator that a soulmate connection is around. And we have lately I've learned a lot more about the peacock, and also what was that description? The white peacock has a specific meaning. I mean, overall, the peacock has its resurrection. It's sort of basically coming back from the dead. It's fertility. It's about marriage. It's about the commitment. I just remembered that the white peacock has a different meaning as well. But it's like both the white peacock and the male peacock there are coming together, which is really beautiful. So there's an indicator of the soulmate connection there around for you. We're going to go deeper and find out all of this. There's a lot of money inflow. We have a lot of strength, wisdom. It's just so much beauty in this card. So much beauty. Absolutely gorgeous. Your third eye is really on fire. Like your top chakras is just really open. So can we clarify why this is here? Why is this here for Cancer, please? You know what, Cancer? There's something about, I want to say, finally. Is it you that I've done like a couple of readings for that is like, has really, yeah, I think it is. You've really been through it. Like, this is the dark night of the soul. It's the phoenix rising. It's like, so resurrection, I understand it, like almost coming back from the dead. You've had your fair share of I mean, who doesn't in their own way? Who doesn't, you know, just by being alive, there's, you know, trials and tribulations, but there's been some significant hardship for you, I feel. And this enlightenment, like, you only become stronger because of it. And you only, like, you're now sort of what you weren't ready for before. Maybe you attracted people, situations, circumstances, experiences that wasn't so much to your liking, or it wasn't your highest potential. Let's just say that. And now, because you've gone through what you've gone through, you are enlightened, or at least you open up to enlightenment, you're open up to your spiritual path and to know more about yourself, to the point where you're now an attractor for the peacock, for the highest commitment there is. So nothing is in vain, and nothing bad. It doesn't have anything good. Like it just brings good out of all of it eventually. I just have this feeling of finally, Cancer. So why is this enlightenment card here? So we have 4 cards, 8. Another number 8. Wow. So you have 2 8s coming out. That is just, that in itself, like I could talk for a week about the fact that 88 is here. 8. That's so powerful. That's so strong. The first card that jumped out was decision. And it's interesting because I think it was Gemini. I think it was Gemini. So maybe there's a connection. I did Gemini 2 days ago. Something about releasing the last bird there. So we're going to see if this is the same thing coming out for you. Decision. There's something to make a decision about. Like she's holding a bird cage and she's releasing all the birds into freedom. And there's one last bird there sitting in the bird cage, which usually talks about, I see this lotus flower there again. It isn't. It's actually roses. But like when I do this, it almost looks like there's lotus flowers like simmering about in sort of a pond. A very calm pond behind her, like a little, it's a damm in Swedish. So there's the lotus flower is really significant here for some reason. Other than, you are on your spiritual path, but there's something that's very, like, it's like a process. Like at the same time, you're so much evolving. It's almost like you're 2 people. Obviously it's the same person, and obviously you can sort of you can have both. You can sort of, at the same time as you're growing and you're evolving and you're stepping into new experiences and definitely new relationships, new types of relationships, and at the same time it's like, ooh, I'm deciding to let go of the final bird. Like you feel a little bit trapped still. You've done so much releasing. This could be therapy. Somebody could have gone to therapy and just released a whole bunch of things, or just been over and over a certain something, and it's like you're finally free from it. It's starting to really loosen its grip finally. Is that one bird left that is just holding on a little bit? I just feel like it's like something about going back and forth between these two. It's almost like, I know you're not schizophrenic at all. It's just a vibe here that we have almost 2 personalities. Okay, I'm getting for like 1 or 2 people here that maybe that's something that you dealt with the person. Cancer, you could have dealt with somebody that is like borderline, feels like 2 personalities. Like at one stage, they're just completely beautiful, awesome, in their right mind. And then the other part is like, who are you again? Like, where did my person go? And who is this monster or creature, or, but that's not for the general. I just feel like all of a sudden it just came in like, okay, so that could have been somebody's person, that they're showing multiple personalities almost. You have dealt with that. You're letting that go. And if we flip it around, it's more like the general for you, Cancer, is that, like, I feel like you're two yourself. And it's like sometimes you feel on top of the world. You feel like, oh man, like this lotus journey, this spiritual journey with coming into your own full potential, your own right, feeling that power within, the 8-8 that is on the table. I'm going to show you in a minute. It's like so powerful. And then the other side of you is like, ugh. For the love of God, can we just please move forward? There's like still like yucky stuff that you're dealing with. And when you sort of find yourself that is like, you don't like it at all. I'm sorry for making this, but it's like you really don't like to be there. So if you catch Cancer in the not liking it to be there, you're going to show up in a very different way than if you're catching Cancer at their very best, like at their enlightened, okay, I know how far I've come. I know the type of relationship that I will attract today. I know my journey. I know my purpose. Those are very different. But I feel like we're going like less and less. It's not such grand differences. It's almost like you're blending the two now. And it's like we're down to the final bird. Like, okay, there's just a little bit more to let go of here. And the next card is completely like release. This is like opening the gates. Michael is with you there to protect you, to feel like you just have somebody on your side. Opening up the gates there. I try to make it that. To freedom. To choose freedom. So, for a while it could have been that you were in a relationship. And if this is a work situation, like even though I talk about love, you can completely apply it to your work situation or health or finances or whatever. And if you felt like for a while there you were in bondage, and you really were, like you were with somebody that had that multiple personality stuff going, or it was just not your person, right? Or if you were in a job situation and like you've outgrown the job, you're not supposed to be there anymore, whatever this is, the health situation, whatever, it's like, okay, that really took place for a while, like physically, like you would say, okay, this is how my reality looks right now. But it feels like you've been out of it for a while. You haven't been with this person or at this job or at this, for a while. It feels like whatever you dealt with, it has been a bit. And so this bondage that you felt lately is self-inflicted. And it's the worst kind, because it's like, I shouldn't compare, it's not the worst kind, but it's like, you probably know you're doing it. Like, oh my God, I'm thinking about it again. Like, it drives you crazy to just have this person show up in your head again, or worry about money again, or worry about what the next job, when the next job is going to come, or, and it's like, I know it's not good for me just to continue to think about that. And not only is it not good for you, like feeling like you, then that's what you're creating in your life, but it's like, it feels so bad. It doesn't feel good. And so the self-inflict situation is, that's what you're dealing with. I feel it's like ghosts in your head. The reality is not what it was any longer. And the type of relationship or the type of job or the type of money that you really could start to attract right now is completely different. And so you hold yourself bondage. There's a little bit of Chinese slip every once in a while here. Bondage. So the bondage is on you, and you can release it. I'm so sorry. So you choose to feel in bondage, but you also choose to open the gates. Like, you choose to. There's a rope sitting on one side of your legs, and there's like shackles sitting on the other. It's like you choose whether to use those or not, and you don't have to use them. You can decide. It's a choice. You can decide to be free. And when you're deciding to be free, like we have number 8 there, 8 of Michael, which is complete. It's power, it's strength, it's endless possibilities that you're stepping into. And then we have another number 8 of Ariel, which is all about the, it is love. Ariel is the love angel, but it's also manifestations. And it feels like, okay, you've gathered, collected, summed up enough information to move forward now in a healthy, loving, respectful way. And 8 there again, 8. It's like such a powerhouse. You're moving into your own powerhouse. And for some reason I continue to want to say, the type of people, the type of romantic partner that you will attract today is out of this world. Maybe they are. But I mean, if there's somebody out there who's sort of almost like hesitant to even want to be in a relationship because of what you've been through in the past, or you want a relationship but you're a little bit scared that you're going to attract the same thing, do you think that this person can attract somebody? Well, she has 4 arms, so she has 4 arms, so you could attract somebody that has a little bit of a multiple personality there. No, I'm just really kidding. Do you think that this type of person can really attract somebody that's really low in vibration? I don't think so. You're the lotus flower. You're the bud that has like opened, probably even through those last relationships or relationship or career situation. Just do that. That has allowed you to fully bloom. That's the lotus journey, to fully bloom, to spiritually bloom. And that's what you are now. And so if there's any sort of hesitation on your part to just attract somebody in love right now, to manifest this relationship, and you're a little bit scared that you're going to attract the same crap again, you're not. You're just not. 8-8, strength, power, endless possibilities. As in heaven, so on earth. Like you're bringing it in from a really, really balanced place. 8-8. And then King of Raphael. So this is the highest possible. Like the king is a go-getter as well. Like we have both the 8 of Michael, and Michael for me is all about like action and moving forward, making it happen. The king is like, today I get a little bit of an emperor feel here. It's like it's a go-getter. I just hear go-getter. So there's something about coming out of your shell, or like you're on the move now, Cancer. Something is starting to move forward for you, and you're organizing things, and you are this leader. You're coming into this very organized leader, solid energy now, but it's also the highest energy around a person. So you're holding a really high vibration at this time. I love that we have the dolphins playing in the back. It talks about like otherworldly, higher dimension, playfulness, wiseness. There's such a word. It's just really, really beautiful. This is the clarification of you. Like the 8-8, like you're releasing yourself. You're releasing like one card shows like you're releasing people, you're releasing exes, you're releasing whatever sort of past, like as an external thing. You're releasing the external, but you're also releasing yourself. And both comes with number 8, which speaks about like you're taking back your power. And you're coming, it's like a clarification. You're coming into this king energy. And it's interesting because it says, yes, it's safe to trust. It's safe to trust. The ability to accomplish many things at once, follow your creative passions. So it is safe to trust. That's what's coming through here. So like I said, maybe you have been wondering like, oh, I don't really know. Should I get myself back into the game again? Because I don't really know what I'm attracting. Well, then you don't know yourself, first of all. And maybe then you shouldn't attract somebody right now, because until you know, you're on this really, really beautiful opening path right now. But also when you know, it's like you just feel it. And this is the path right now. We have the white and the blue peacock there. So it's just so beautiful. Okay, what else do we want to say about this situation? What more there for Cancer in terms of love? Going deeper into the message. Love. But it's, wow. Wait. Oh, I mean, it's so freaking beautiful. Okay, so I just want to show you straight away, and then we're going to talk about one at a time. So 6 and 7 in itself talks about the journey. It talks about the process and the progress that you're making right now. One is the love card, and the other says move, but it's like it's an ascension for the heart. It's such beautiful cards. So what I'm getting with this card here today is that first to see the bud there again. So interesting with the bud, like the bud and the lotus flower, like how it's really opening up there. It's almost like these are little buds here, and they continue and they continue and they continue, and then it blossoms, you know? So there's so much about your spiritual journey. There's so much about like you coming, like you've been this bud, or you've been this, we can call you a late bloomer. Like this is a late bloomer, and you've taken your time for sure, but it's happening. And I feel like for some of you, this is not going to be for all. So don't go, well, I don't want that. So just, maybe you don't. Maybe for some of you that this is a person that you actually known for a long time. You've known them for a long time, and you've only viewed them as a friend. And perhaps this person, this other person, has also viewed you as only a friend. Maybe there's been like a little bit of a spark there. It could have been like a trying out years and years back, but nothing has really, I don't feel like nothing has really happened on the romantic plane as of yet. But this is like telling me that, you know, we've been friends and we've had a connection, and it's been platonic. But then all of a sudden, as you're coming into your higher potential, as you're starting to recognize the real you, the authentic, not the true you, but the authentic you, and all of a sudden, like you meet this person, and it's like, oh my God, what is happening right now? I'm reminded, it wasn't too long ago that I heard the story about Ashton Kutcher and what's her face that he's now married to and has kids with. You know it is. If you know Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis. I didn't think I was gonna find it. I'm so happy because it drives me nuts when I can't think of it. Is that not it? Mila Kunis. They were together on the 70s show years and years and years back, and they were just completely just friends. And she, you know, Mila Kunis, she said she was at this party and she saw this guy, like, who's this guy? She just saw him from the back and like, who is this gorgeous guy? And then he turns around and it's Ashton Kutcher, and he's like, ugh, yuck. Like, don't. This is my friend. Like, I've been friends with him. Like, we started out in the business together. We've been friends for as long as she could remember. And she never saw him in the light of, like, that he could be her person. And she was almost feeling like a yuck feeling, because it's like, he's my, I don't want to go there. Like, he's my friend. And then it turns out, you know, they're married and they have kids, and he's her person. I don't know why I'm being drawn to that very story, but there's something about it that at first glance, and you like when you start to realize, could this be it? It's almost like you have a resistance to it. Okay? This is not going to be for all. I just feel also that this is like, it's taken you some time, and it's also taken your person. This could be a completely new person sometime. I also see this grand apple. I get a lot lately with the golden apple, like the golden apple or the golden heart is like a representation of the new heart, of the ascended heart, of the fifth dimensional heart. It's sort of being represented as a golden apple or a golden heart. It is how it has been presented to me. So I'm not saying that is for all of this is the indicator. But for me, this is talking about, and it just strengthens it with this next card coming out. So this is for the general Cancer. I just feel like you have needed to change. I love how this looks like a DNA string, and how it's like a DNA upgrade. So you've been in your bud state, like in the caterpillar state, and your person has been as well. It feels like you've done a lot of the same journey. And it has taken some time for you to, I love that she's completely dressed in blue, but which talks about the throat chakra and being completely authentic, real, honest, true with yourself, and how this has taken some time to then blossom. Number 6 talks about your connection with your inner being, which is what it's all about. And then the next card is like, we have an ascended heart here. is like you're supporting it from underneath. You're supporting your own heart. You're supporting your own ascension. And the heart is really ascending. And it's the two hands coming together like that. I feel like it's you and your person's hand. And as you come together, the journey continues. It's like you started yourself to, you're the lotus flower. You're the lotus journey coming into this peacock, this resurrection phase. And as you've grown into this most beautiful flower, now you can make the connection with your person. And as you come together, you continue the journey. You continue to ascend the heart. And it's also like, I love how it's sort of like we're tying the knot. It's a beautiful metaphor, like how you're tying the knot. Number 7 there speaks about it's time. It's time for you to enjoy this, what you created for yourself. I'm going to move this into this extended and see what else I can find around this love connection. So if you feel like you resonate with this reading, you're so welcome to come there. The link to that is in the description box down below. If not, Cancer, I hope to see you next time. Take care.